Yeah, thank you very much, Nessa. And we'll be hearing from you all the games, so great to have you on. I'll just quickly run us through the teams as the teams are making their way out now. At the ladies today, fullback Blossom Howell, wings today Chloe Capstick and Emma Hutchinson, centres Emily Sturzacre and Kelly Friend, at scrum half Nicole Stewart and standoff Beth Pattinson, props today Leah Dobson and Jodie Morley, second rowers Leah Clough and Lucy Diskinson, and 13 today is Darcy Southwood, making her debut as a starting member of the team, but she has come off the bench before. And on the bench for ladies today, as Nessa was saying before, they are a bit short. They only have 3 substitutions, which are Jodie Crawford, Megan Mayhew-Beach and Kendall Dutton-Rasconi. Kendall obviously has come through the feeder programme that Raiders have here. She's played at Highpool as well, very good player. A nice little speed around the ruck she brings to the game, so it'll be interesting to see her involved in this game. And then for the Leopards today at fullback, Torrin Blackwood. On the wings, Nicole Barnett and Macy McDermott. Centres, Caitlin Padgett and Rachel Lane. At 6 today, Storm Cobain. Scrum half, Patty Douglas. Props today, Eleanor Dainty and Lucy Johnson. At hooker, Abigail Gordon. Scrum second rowers, Holly Baldwin and Charlotte Melvin. And at 13 today, loose forward it is Libby Wall. On the bench, Mairead Quinn, Olivia Hill, Albany Coates and Andrea O'Leary, and the referee for this game is Jack Woolass. But we are kicking off here. It will be Leigh kicking off to Barrow to get us underway. Barrow are in their usual leopard print. Leigh are in their usual leopard print, red and black and white, and Barrow are in their blue with their white V on the front, and Barrow playing towards the Hollywood Park end to get us underway. But Dobson now take that third one in for the Raiders. It is a warm day out here though, so hopefully Barrow can use them substitutions well, and a lot of players will be asking a lot for them. On the pitch was an offload away there to Jodie Morley, but from Jodie Morley, she does well actually. She manages to get a Leigh hand on it in the motion, so it'll be another set to this Raiders side. Southwood now, loose catch from her, but does well to take it. Helped out by Beth Pattinson there though as she's pushed back, but Raiders are at that 40 metre mark already. Away from the line, Dickinson now. Nice run from her there. The crowd up here were getting riled up over that one. Cottier now gets the ball to Pattinson. Sturzacre runs a nice line there. Fast feet from her. Looked like she might be running the dummy line, but gets that ball instead. Quick play the ball from her. Cottier to Dickinson. Dickinson again trying to charge through the middle. Barrow just using the props to their advantage at the moment. Only 15 metres away here now though. Still tackles in this set. Dobson tries to crash over. It's going to be another set though for the Raiders, 6 again for ruck infringement. They're 5 metres away from the line. Great start for the Raiders as Stewart gets the ball to Clough. Yeah, try from Leah Clough on this right hand side. It was a touch from that ball in the middle from Leigh, and then a 6 again right on the line, and Leah Clough dives over. Great try, Vanessa.
Yeah, that's typical Cloughie style. She's got a lot of power behind her. She really struggled to get over the try line at the start of the season. We gave her quite a bit of grief about it. We said she was scared of it. But yeah, the last few games she seems to have worked out how to actually get over the line rather than stopping at it. So yeah, tough for her because she deserves them. She plays really well.
I don't know if I can take some credit for that really, because I kind of started a bit of a competition when Zara started playing for the first team, and obviously the last game out Zara scored for Barrow at Leigh, so now Leah's kind of topping her, and yeah, it looked like Zara was going to start beating Leah, but now Leah's got a few tries of her own in. But yeah, like you say, she has struggled kind of getting over that line. She does just get her head down and runs in, which is perfect when you're in the middle of the field, but when you're at that try line, you want to be aiming to get over and lower rather than over the top. So. Yeah,
we always kind of said that she had a bit of try line fever because she seemed to break the line and then just somehow get tackled right before she got over it. So
I know I speak to her dad quite a lot after the games, and she'd scored a try from about 10 metres out once, but it was a nice little run, and he was like, oh yeah, it was about a 50 metre run you said on the radio, didn't you? And I was like, I couldn't quite blag that one, but yeah, it's good to see her getting over, and a great try for Raiders. Minutes into this game here, and we're already over, and a successful conversion there from Nicole Stewart. So 6-0 already, exactly what you wanted to get on that scoreboard straight away.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we always seem to start off really well. We always seem to score within the first minute, and then something happens. So yeah, hopefully this is a good sign. But you know, past games hasn't really turned out that way. We'd score and then somehow it just gets away from us. So yeah, fingers crossed there. That's the start as we mean to go on.
Yeah, they did well getting down that field, and we'll wait for the ball to come on the pitch now, but they did well getting down that field, earned a good penalty. It was a good little offload from Jodie Morley, lucky in a way that it did touch that lead player's hand, and she got that ball back at that fresh set. But I mean, a fresh set of 6 right on your line, what else could you ask for really? It's perfect. And it's good to see Barrow utilising that and scoring though, because you do see at times just making them errors, and that's when it's frustrating. But to then go on and score from that, it's perfect.
Yeah, if Leigh can carry us down the pitch, you know, that's always going to help. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's us giving the penalties away, and then that's when people score against us. But yeah, if Leigh can keep giving us 6 against, we'll hopefully get over the try line a few more times.
Well, you're not on the pitch today, and we'll see about penalties.
As long as no one gets an intercept, I don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Can't have them stealing that, can I?
So Raiders now with that ball back. It's a nice little kick over from Leigh straight into the hands of Dobson, who did well to take that herself and then run it in. Pattinson now looked like she was going to play the inside ball there, but takes it herself in the end. Cottier, she's got options both sides. The short side looked like they were telling her to go in the middle though for that one, but Raiders are doing well to get down this pitch already. It is a 5th, but they've ended that 40 metres away from their own line after that deep kick from Leigh, and Patterson will get that one high in the air. Can Leigh catch it? Oh, good take there by the winger. It's Nicole Barnett on that right hand edge for the Leopards, but a good take from her. Leigh now run this one into the middle. They palm off the first tackle, but huge tackle there. Oof, Leah Clough penalised there for that tackle. It was a big tackle. The referee said it's gone above that 90-degree metre, and just trying to see if we're going to get a replay of that one. But yeah, it's I'm not sure that was 90 degrees.
No, I say that was unfortunate.
Just a big hit,
yeah,
but
big
she
hit.
did drag her back in the motion. Maybe the referee thinks that's when it went over. That, hey, I'm not going to give any referee slander this week or anything, because Featherstone fans did not like that. So,
yeah.
But Raiders now are the ones that are penalised, and Leigh, they've got room to run here. Dickinson though gets a good shoulder into that tackle with Cottier. Leigh now they're only 40 metres away from the line. Big defence needed from the Raiders here, but there's a little bit of a dummy there from Storm Cobain, eventually taken down on that right hand side by Pattinson. Leigh, another big run through the middle there.
Leigh do have some quite nippy little players around the ruck as well. We learnt that when we played them away, so yeah, they need to watch that.
On the 5th now, they get that kick over the top, but it's taken well by Capstick for the Raiders. She takes it 10 metres away from her own line though, so Raiders will have to work in this set. They just need to try and get up and in the faces of this Leigh team. As you say, Ness, you know, they're quite nippy, some of their players. They get a lot of metres forward before Barrow have even set off from their line. So if Barrow can try and maybe do that to them, they can get down this pitch as well. But Dickinson tries to charge through. Leigh putting in some good numbers in defence. So at the moment, Dickinson there just gets to her feet slowly. She's got a heavily strapped knee as well. We've obviously got some people missing for Raiders. Obviously Vanessa is injured today. Sam Norman also not able to make it, and Beth Lindsay's out. You know, a few more, but that is some of the big hitters for this Raiders team that are benched for this game due to injury. But Hutchinson now, she's just waiting to play the ball. The referee wasn't quite ready for that one. It's going to hit the back line to South.
I think we've got a lot of numbers out this side. If they can get the ball out this side, they might do them on this outside, but they're playing very narrow, so yeah, if they can get around the side of Leigh.
Gets out to the back to Stewart though on the 5th. Raiders end that set 30 metres from their own line, but it's a nice bounce on that ball, and Clough and Southwood looked like they were going to go and get that one. Another penalty for offside, but he's given that, and the Barrow Clear Clough hasn't even really got involved there or touched, but she's within that 10, and obviously that rule is if you're within that 10 metres and affecting that, then you can be taken out. So yeah, she got penalised for that one. So luckily Leigh are just going to take that tap and go. So they've just got the set where they took the ball from. Really, I think that's actually took them back about 10 metres. So might have been a favour there in the end.
If Barrow can keep the penalty count down, they'll do themselves a lot of favours. It is the penalties that tend to obviously throw these games away. So yeah, if they can keep the penalties down, that'll definitely help. But like I said, they need to just watch these quick players.
Oh, and there's a pass out wide there to Leigh. Oh, big hit there though. Hutchinson comes together with Friend there, and some nice tackling from them. Douglas now going to try and find her way through the middle, but another heavy hit there, this time from Jodie Morley. Leigh now, they're going to try and hit through that middle. They throw that dummy first, trying to get down that right hand side, but Patterson does well there with Southwood, and Dickinson involved in that one. Again, though, trying to hit that right hand side. They think they've got numbers, and they have over there. Oh, she's dropped the ball though. Oh, Leigh will be gutted with that one. They were basically walking over for that try, and they've dropped it. So great news for the Raiders though.
Yeah, a good bit of pressure there, because I think they were in. So yeah, a good bit of pressure just to cause them to make that mistake. But yeah, hopefully they can get a roll on now and get back up that other end of the pitch.
Yeah, Capsick does well there from that 20 tap and go as well. She's got Raiders already to that 40 metre mark, but it's a penalty for the Raiders for offside here. Referee equaling it out. It's been 2-2 up to now for penalties. Leah Clough's given both away though for Raiders. I won't mention that to her after the game. She might put that tackle on me.
It's all right, we'll let her off. She did get over that try line, so we'll let her off for that one.
2 penalties to a try.
And the tackle was worth it, to be fair. It was a good hit.
I'll get that on TikTok later on.
Don't tell Cloughie that I'm bigging her up. She's always trying to steal my position. So
I said before, I think you might have played every position there is on this page.
Yeah, I'm getting close to it, yeah.
You'll be on the wing next.
Yeah, oh, don't say that.
So Beth Bat now gets the ball inside to Sturzaker, but she's already lined up there. Big shot on her. Luckily manages to fall forward though. There is a Leigh player down though. After that, Morley gets the ball, but it's going to go backwards. Luckily, she looks at the referee, I think they're just
play on.
looking to see what he said, but Dickinson does well to pick that one up and take Raiders forward. Still Clough now puts her head down and gets in. Again, now Raiders 35 metres away from the line. Dobson, she's going to try and charge one through herself as well. Nice little spin there around the first defender, taken down by the second. Raiders on the 5th. 20 metres away. Stewart has a little bit of a run with that ball. It's going to go up in the air, but it's taken well there by Macy McDermott for the Leopards. Hutchinson does well though to make that tackle, so Leigh, they have to get out of this half now. 10 metres away from their own line here. Clough though puts a good shoulder in there.
Yeah, if we can keep them up here, we'll do well. Hopefully finish the set in this 20. That would be a really good help.
Yeah, and we haven't really seen Leigh have that opportunity to kick yet, have we? So it'd be interesting to see what they can do from this position on the pitch as well. Just need to get in the faces at the moment. Barrow just kind of letting Leigh run to them, but if they can get up and stop them from making them easy meters, like you say, finish this set deep. But it is the 5th already.
See what they do. That's all right.
Bit of a kick over the top, though, straight into the hands of Hutchinson, so she's going to run that one back in. Leah Cottier there, high serve straight away up in the air, but it's a nice little run that from Hutchinson. She's basically got the ball back to where the kick was taken from. So Raiders, they've got this full set and they're only 40 metres away from the line. Friend, she's returning.
Yes.
Gets the ball away though to Cottier. Cottier's got the ball to Clough. Clough's on the wing. Don't know how she's ended up there, but she's out on that wing, and Raiders are 20 metres out with 4 tackles left in this set. Southwood now runs that one in, some good running from her. She struggled being pushed back, so she's doing well now. And now Cottier gets it to Stewart. Stewart takes a little run there to Morley. Morley gets the ball out. Pattinson to Dickinson.
If it can keep going out, they've got the numbers, so they could just do with getting that quick now, because there's 4 on 1 there.
Dickinson just ran a bit into the traffic there, but Morley now is going to try and crash over, but Leigh have stacked the defence in there. She's trying to get that famous offload away, but Raiders are now on the 5th.
Get it out wide now.
Offload is on the line and she's going to... double movement. No! Oh, Leah. I think the referee is actually just going to call 5th there, which is lucky, because it would have been a penalty for that double movement, but she was trying to crawl over that line, wasn't she?
She probably doesn't even know what a double movement is.
I wouldn't. I was going to say, probably doesn't know what that is. Yeah, I think
she'll still think she hasn't done anything wrong.
She'll still think she's got to try. Probably.
Yeah, probably. She'll try and claim it anyway.
Lucky that though, like you say, the referee's not giving that penalty there, he's just giving that turnover. So
yeah, try and keep him in here again.
Yeah, you've got good position here now, keep Leigh down. Blackwood there for Leigh, trying to make a run. She's one of them little nippy players that we spoke about before.
Yeah, they've got 2 or 3 that are really good, really quick, just round the ruck. But yeah, if they can just keep them at bay, they should be fine.
So another penalty there for Barrow, this time a high tackle. It was, I think Leah Cotty was the one that made the high tackle, which is surprising because she's the smallest player on the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. She must have jumped up to get it.
Oh, just looking at that one. Oh, it's a shame.
It's unlucky.
Give it a jump, Kappa.
Yeah.
Chloe Capsey there was going to jump out, but Leigh, is a nice little kick from them actually. It's got them some metres down this pitch now, so they'll have a fresh set. Still 40 metres from their own line, but Raiders just need to try and defend this as best as they can, stop Leigh from getting down this pitch. It is 6-0 here, around 15 minutes gone of this game, so Barrow in the lead at the moment. Leigh now are going to try and run through this middle, but spread it out to the edge. They see a bit of a gap
surely.
there. It's gone forward there, so luckily there, I think Hutchinson's having a bit of a laugh there. I think she knew it was forward as soon as it went through. It just drifted a bit forward, and Barrow will get the ball back there. So Leigh just, I think, a bit of pressure. They thought they had that bit of overlap, and Hutchinson, even though she can kind of come in, she's got that pace to run out and make that tackle. So she was coming there, and they could spot it. They tried to get that pass out wide, but just wasn't a very good pass. It was just over a bit floaty and then went forward.
Yeah, I think if Barrow can put pressure on Leigh, they're not very good under pressure at all. So hopefully, if they can keep putting pressure on, they'll just keep making mistakes. We can just crawl our way back up the pitch again.
And Nicole Stewart will take us out of this scrum there. Nice run from her. Gets the Raiders. Nice quick play of the ball as well. So the ball's now to Sturzaker. Barrow Raiders are doing well now though. They were getting pushed back quite early on in the tackles, but they seem to be ripping through them now. So doing really well. Pattinson there though was caught with the ball. Manages to get it away to Cottier. Looks like we're going to have an interchange already here though for the Raiders. Not sure if don't know who it is coming off. I know Dobson was looking a bit slow before, but I think it's Jodie Crawford that'll be coming onto the pitch, or maybe Lucy Dickinson for a break. But Morley now trying to crash through this Leigh side. They are defending her quite well though, obviously. Oh, she gets the ball out. I think he's going to call that tackle though, so she'll get to just replay that one. But it is Dickinson who comes off for the Raiders. Jodie Crawford will come on now. They're on. Referee's just telling them to move back and play that ball. But they are only 10 metres away from the line. It is the 5th here though.
Yeah, if they can just get a little kick in through.
Stewart now gets the ball to Howell though. Howell, it is the 5th. They're trying to get this ball out. Friend though is trying to get it out. She does get it out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson's going to keep this one alive. Hutchinson thinks she sees a gap. She's still going. Oh, again, so close to that line. Raiders are so close.
Yeah.
Need some longer arms.
I know, we do, don't we? Just dive.
You'll be there at training doing that thing where you make your arms longer.
Yeah, stretch each other's arms out a bit. If they can keep them in here though, that'll do them good. Just try and keep them in this little bit here, and then try and get the ball back and have a good attacking position.
Another penalty though there against the Raiders.
The thing is, that's the only way Leigh seem to be getting out of their own half is with the penalties from Barrow.
Yeah, he said that Kelly Friend there stripped the ball out.
Yeah, Amanda won't be happy. She does not like our penalty counts. So
yeah, it was very high against Featherstone last week. Yeah. It was a tough game, and I think that pretty much discipline was a big thing in that game.
Yeah.
These were winning. These were quite. I thought the momentum was good, and then come out the second half, and they just kind of took over with that momentum.
Yeah, some people just know how to get under your skin, and you get a bit wound up, and it's frustrating when you should be winning and you're not. You just start giving penalties away for silly things.
I have actually been warned, because apparently on the pitch you are a bit of a potty mouth, so I was told today to make sure to tell you when to mute your mic.
It's not me at all.
So Leigh now are at that 50-metre mark after that penalty for the ball steal. A little bit of a duck around there from Abigail Gordon, but the ball's come out now. Stewart. Oh, it's going to be another penalty though. It's a bit
late. Took his time there.
No, Nicole Stewart's knackered now. She's run halfway down the pitch.
Could have called it a bit earlier.
It's going to be another ball steal though against the Raiders. He's saying there was 2 in the tackle and the ball was stripped out. So that's 5-2 penalty count against the Raiders at the moment in this game. Nicole Stewart thought she was charging down the pitch, but now they're going to have to get back in the face of Leigh and defend this one. Leigh though, they think they're going to go on this left-hand side, on the short side, but a great tackle there from Kelly Friend, who manages to get her down one-on-one. Now running into the middle here, Douglas. Dummy's the first one.
Yeah, it's good to have Kelly back. Obviously, she missed the start of the season. Was in 2 minds whether rugby was what she wanted to do. Anyway, she managed to come back, and yeah, she's a good player to have back for sure. Yeah, definitely, and good to see her making tackles like that, especially after a break as well. Leigh now 10 metres away. Douglas going to hit Blackwood on the back line. She thinks she spotted a little bit of a gap there, and she did nearly get through, but it was defended well by Crawford and Cottier, who joined forces to make that tackle. Clough now runs out of the line, makes that first hit, and does well to stop that Leigh attack. They are going to end the set there, but as Barrow kept doing to Leigh, they were stopping that set right at their end of the sticks, and now Barrow going to have to try and fight to get out of their area. Yeah, got to get a good full length now. They might get a penalty. Yeah. see how they can do now, this Raiders side, but they are going to have to try and get down this pitch as best as they can. They have got fresh legs on the pitch though. Jodie Crawford, who came on minutes ago, she'll take that first ball in for the Raiders. Patterson now acting half there, gets it to Sturzaker. Some good metres from her though on that left hand side. Crawford again is going to take another one in here. Barrow heavy on the props at the beginning of this game, just trying to find some way down the pitch. They've had to make some good metres up here, but they are getting themselves down pretty well at the moment. Morley tries to get another offload away. She's got 4 players on her at the moment. Gets that quick play the ball away though to Cottier. Cottier sees a little bit of room behind the ruck, but the defence from Leigh up in the faces of this Raiders team. Raiders have ended that set at the 50-metre mark. Southwood's going to get the ball to Pattinson. She's going to get the kick along the ground, but it's a good kick at the end. I thought it might have gone out into touch there, but it's picked up well there by Nicole Barnett. She was palmed off Emily Sturzaker for that first tackle, but is eventually taken down by her. Inside ball there from Leigh though. They think there was a bit of a gap in the markers from the tackle there. Quick play of the ball now as well, and there's a marker down, so they've got a bit of space there. It's a good tackle from Dobson in the end, because they were running around the ruck there, causing a bit of trouble for this Raiders team. Dummy thrown there, but Morley does well. She isn't thrown by that one. Yeah, it's a Storm that just ran the ball in. I used to play rugby union with her down in Waterloo. She can be quite a good little player when she wants to be, so she's one to watch as well. But these little nippy ones, they just need to wrap them up and get them stopped sooner rather than later, because they will punish you if they get a little bit of space. Yeah, Douglas there, like you say, she just ran from the left to the right of the pitch, untouched there. She luckily didn't really make many metres forward, but did get herself across. But very fast little play. There is a bit of a gap there, but it's a fifth if Raiders can just wrap this one up and keep them out. Yeah. It's going to be another good defensive set there from the Raiders in the end. But like you say, Ness, people like Storm Coburn, probably also the coolest name in Women's Super League. But strong name. Yeah, what a player she is. Obviously playing out of position today. Her and Nicole Stewart, they're playing the same position today, and they're normally both them 13s. So it's a bit of a change for her. Obviously you've got a couple of injuries just like you guys, but it's just one of those players that she's so strong in that position. Storm plays for Ireland, and Cole obviously plays for Scotland, so maybe a bit of rivalry in the national scene as well. Yeah, we've got rivals everywhere on this pitch. Yeah, literally. I think Leigh and Barrow is just a rival in general. Well, we always call it the Derby game, even though it's so no far derby away. At all, it's the can get a bit feisty, that's for sure. I remember when I used to play for Barrow, we used to play this Leigh team. I know quite a few of them, and it was it's never nice going to Leigh. Yeah. But Raiders now on that left-hand side. Patterson, she finds a little bit of a gap there. Having to fight for this at the moment, this Raiders side. Patterson slowly getting to her feet there. Maybe just a bit of a niggle as she gets up. But Sturzaker
Runs that one back and she's pushed back big time there though. Loses about 10 metres from that push back, and Raiders now, we've got a kick from their own half here in the middle of the sticks. Stewart, she's going to get that one up. Not a lot of depth on that one, but there is a bit of a gap there. Hutchinson's trying to get to that one on the ball. Oh, nearly. She nearly got hold of it, but it was Macy McDermott on this side for Leigh.
If we could have got a lucky bounce then, we might have been away.
Even if it had touched her hand and gone somewhere, that would have been perfect, but it has bounced out there, so it will be a scrum down to the Leigh Leopards, or just a turnover. I thought he was aiming for a scrum there, but yeah, he's just going to give that turnover, so they will just play the ball in their own half. Nicole Stewart giving a little handshake there in the middle of the pitch. That was a nice little gesture. Don't normally say that.
She must be feeling friendly today.
Yeah, Holly Baldwin there. She must have given her a hit before.
Yeah.
She's apologising.
A slight dig.
Leigh now, another penalty against this Raiders side. High this time. They've said penalty count at the moment, it's 6-2 against the Raiders. So
yeah, Amanda will be absolutely losing her head over there. We'll hear about it at half-time, that's for sure.
I'll get to interview her after the game. That's a nice treat after games with these sorts of things. But it is still 6-0 here at the Speed Competition Stadium, Craven Park, Barrow's home team, home ground. 6-0 to the Raiders after that early try from Leah Clough, but it's been very evenly fought ever since. Leigh have attacked Barrow's line, Barrow have been attacking their line. It's been a very close game. Jodie Morley there, the big hit. Always a powerful defender and runner is Jodie Morley, one of the big powerhouses in this Raiders team. Leigh now, a few little dummies there. Manages to get around the first defender, but Darcy Southwood, really good defence from her there, just holding on to make that tackle. It's going to be the fifth now at the 30-metre mark. Capsick's under that ball. Oh, she just can't quite keep it, and it is going to be a knock on there. Unfortunate for Chloe Capstick, just tried to get that one. It wasn't too high, but I think a lot of pressure from Leigh on that right-hand side, and she could see them come in. And
Kappa's confidence is quite down on the high balls of late. I think she just needs to get a good catch on one, and she'll be all right for the rest of the game. But yeah, it's just little mistakes like that. You know, they're so close to our line now. You know, they're going to do well to keep them out because they'll be getting tired because of the amount of penalties that they are giving away. So yeah, they need to work hard here and keep them out. Otherwise, they're just going to punish themselves.
Yeah, it's a vulnerable position there, isn't it? They're going to get that scrum 10 metres away from the line. So a big set now for Leigh, and it's an even bigger set for the Raiders. They need to keep this Leigh side out.
We've got all the fast backs here waiting for the ball. They're all lining up for it, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know who's going to try and get this one. Oh, brilliant right. For the Raiders. They'll be loving that one. We've got in the face of the Leopards. It's a knock-on straight away after that scrum. So Raiders there, saving grace for them in the end. They're going to get to set the scrum, but this time it'll go to them. So great from them. It was good little pressure getting in the face of Leigh, and I've said in this game they've not really been getting in the faces, but obviously when you've set a scrum it's a bit easier to get up and get in the line. So it was a good effort there and exactly what they needed to stop that pressure that they had on them.
And like I said earlier, like I know Leigh, if you get in the face and put pressure on, they are big for coughing up the ball. So yeah, if as much pressure as they can put on Leigh, and Leigh will fumble the ball because they just can't cope with any pressure. But hopefully Barrow won't keep carrying them up the pitch.
It's going to be a penalty here though for the Raiders for holding down on Kelly Friend. It's a bit of a hospital pass actually from Nicole Stewart. She's going to try and get this one into touch. It's a good kick, gets it fully out into touch, so gets Raiders an extra 10 metres down the pitch from that penalty. Yeah, Kelly Friend just held down there. So a penalty for the Raiders, and they were doing quite well before when they were winning them penalties. They're getting down the pitch, gets them out of that danger zone as well, and I think they feel like they can play a bit more freely as well when they're not that close to the line.
Yeah, they're not afraid to throw a few offloads like that one there. So yeah, if they get halfway, throw a few offloads, get further up the pitch, hopefully they can get over that try line again.
Yeah, you wouldn't throw an offload like that in front of your own sticks, would you?
No, not really.
So Clough now runs that one forward. Raiders 40 metres away on the second tackle now. She's still trying to get that ball away though and play the ball. Morley is going to run this one in. Surprised she's not looking for an offload the way she is, but great run from her.
There you go, there is the offload.
I spoke too soon, she got that offload away. She made about 20 metres before she did, and Dickinson now is still going. Brilliant effort from them two. Oh, Crawford it was, sorry, Crawford has come on the pitch, and now Morley is going to try and charge her way through.
Look for another offload.
Yeah. to Clough. Clough puts her head down. Oh, big shot on Leigh Clough though. It's going to be a penalty though.
Yeah, if they can just they just need to ship it wide. They're trying to play. They've obviously got their bigger players in the middle of the pitch, and instead of us trying to run at their bigger players, we just need to ship it a bit wider because we can get through on the edges, but we just keep playing up the middle.
Yeah, I think Morley there, I think she had a bit of confidence, didn't she, from that run? Yeah. She was like, give me the ball.
Mozzie's used to me running off her shoulder, so she's used to getting that offload away. So she's just trying to carry on that gameplay.
But Dobson now, Raiders are so close to that line here. They've got a fresh set. Morley, they have got that full set on the pitch, so they can afford to kind of give these first couple of tackles into the forwards in the middle, but they are going to play it out to that left-hand side now. Oh, capped it. Oh, just couldn't keep hold of that one. It was a bit of a loose pass out to her, and Pattinson, and Capstick just went to grab it, but just didn't really handle it that well, and it's bounced down and gone forward. But really unlucky there for the Raiders. Like you say, Ness, they were throwing in a lot of forwards in the middle. When you've got that fresh set, it's not too bad to be able to use up a couple of tackles. But yeah, they tried to then run it out, and maybe it's a confidence thing, like you say. There's a bit of confidence can play into it. And
even if you're on the first play, if they can ship the ball wide to pull some of them bigger players out and then ship the ball back into the middle to the likes of Cole or Moz, they would work a lot better than just going straight up the middle straight away, because they're just going to line them up.
Yeah, like you said, they were just absolutely on them, weren't they? Leigh Clough got an absolute huge tackle on her.
Yeah, they saw her coming, didn't they?
Yeah, they were ready for her there. And
she'll be mad now, though. Whoever's getting the next shot off her is not going to be happy.
So Leigh now are trying to make their way out of their own half. Nice little run there on the right-hand side, but Morley is there with Cottier to stop her in her tracks in the end. Leigh now spreading this ball quite well, though. They've got it all the way to this other side already. The ball's still there, though. It's from Hutchinson, but it's played into the hands of Torin Blackwood, unfortunately. Yeah, the fans aren't happy with that one. They think it was a knock-on, but it went backwards into Blackwood's hands, so it is a fifth now, though. They've only made it 40 metres out of their own half.
That kicker.
Douglas gets that kick through. Capstick needs to try and get this one. It's not a massive bounce. Oh, that is so unlucky. It's a penalty though. Lucky in the end. She's really confidence down, like you said, Ness. She caught that first one and was all right, but yeah, that one was a nice little bounce over the top. It wasn't too hard. It was just laying into her hands, and she dropped it. But luckily, Leigh were offside from the kick, so I think Douglas was pretty much behind every Leigh player there when she took that little kick. So lucky there, the referee spotted that one, and it will be a penalty for the Raiders. The penalty count's gone changed massively though. It was 6-2 and it's now 6-5. So Barrow have earned some of them penalties back now. It is still 6-0 here. It's a tight game. 32 minutes gone here at Craven Park. Raiders 6-0. Clough now trying to run this one through the middle for the Raiders. Oh, it isn't Clough actually, sorry. It's Megan Mayhew Beach has just come on there as a substitution. There's a bit of Leah Clough there right into the Leigh player. It's going to be a bit of obstruction there, formerly the crossing rule, but yeah, I think Raiders, if they'd managed to just take the ball net down and took the knee there, it would have been all right.
Yeah,
but
should have just surrendered and then carried on, but just both ran into the same hole. So
yeah, and then they've played it out wide. You can't really argue with that one if you're going to carry on with the play.
Yeah,
there will be another penalty there to Leigh, but Hutchinson, that's such a shame. She couldn't just pat that one back. I do think as well, sometimes in the women's game, it's skills that haven't quite had to practice as much as when you watch the men's game. You see a men's game, someone would have been on that and patted it back into play, wouldn't they?
100%. I think the women's game, they're just not used to doing things like that. So yeah.
Sometimes you don't even get a kick, do you? They just do the tap and go, so they're practice for them sort of things.
Hopefully now, if they do that again, that's two of their kicks that almost haven't gone into touch. So if they can get used to that and get themselves on the sideline, they could win the ball back a few times. So hopefully they'll switch on to that now.
So Quinn's come on now for the Leopards. She took that ball in, but it's a good offload there from Leigh. They've got options on that right-hand side. They've got a bit of an overlap, but it's good coverage there from the Raiders, but it looks like they've twisted over and got that one down. I thought the Raiders had managed to defend it, but Leigh managing to just twist over there, and there was not enough Raiders players underneath that ball, so they are going to go over for their first try of the game. The Leopards, it will be 6-4 there. I'm not too sure who scored that. There was about 5 players, Raiders players, over the front of her, but I think they got underneath her, and that kind of boosted her over to be able to twist over.
I actually think it was Storm.
It was Storm, yeah. Yeah, she just managed to twist over the top of the Barrow players who were underneath her, and it actually helped them being underneath her because she managed to go over, yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. I mean, a simple thing like catching the bloody ball and it bounces, honestly. Just little things like that are just going to throw the game away. Yeah, it is good. It's disappointing, that.
And then they've obviously from that as well, that kind of one that went out there, it bounced before it even went into touch. It's a shame that, you know, if Emma was a bit far back already, she probably would have been able to get that one, but I don't think she was actually set yet for the kick. They kind of kicked it and were lucky to even get it down that far, but that was about an extra 30 metres from the kick that they made. So, just a few little things there that I'm sure Raiders can touch up on, but it was nearly the first half of this game. There's only about 5 minutes left, and Barrow have just let them in before that second half. It's going to be a big kick there. Lucky for the Raiders, though, she has missed that one. Yeah, she's normally quite a good kicker as well, so they're quite lucky there. Hopefully she's not on form today and they don't do them 2 points like last time. Yeah, it was Charlotte Melvin. She did the kicking last time, and like you say, it was only 2 points in that game, and it was from the sidelines that she kicked it. It was an absolutely brilliant kick.
Yeah, she has got a good kick on her.
She's a better left side kicker than a right side kicker. That was obviously on that right hand side, so that's probably helped there with the Raiders for that 2 point deficit. But it's been it's been an entertaining game to watch, hasn't it? It's been very equal.
It's quite equal, yeah, it is equal, but yeah, same as always. Barrow are just giving away the penalties and silly little mistakes, and that's what's going to ruin them if they carry on. They need to shape up, and I know at half time Amanda will definitely lose a rag about that, but yeah.
Oh, brilliant effort there from Nicole Stewart. She gets that kick just past the 10-metre mark. It's going to bounce out. The referee's just speaking to the liner there. Nobody touched that, so it just should be a Raiders ball. I think that's what they're going to decide as well, which is good for the Raiders. So they'll just get a fresh set now, 35 metres away. It's only a few minutes before half-time, so they'll be wanting to get over before that half-time clock does take over. But it was a good little kick that from the Raiders, and they're straight on the front foot now, so that's positive for them. Clough's going to take that first ball in. She's found a bit of a gap there. Oh, she's just taken out there. Unlucky, because she was getting through the middle of that Leigh side. Mayhew Beach now runs forward as well. She's not had a lot of game time this season, so it's good to see her getting some time on the field as well. She was obviously in that team last week on the bench, but didn't make it onto the field. But Morley now 10 metres away. Jodie Morley, she's got the offload away though. It was a bit of an American football pass that, but
bit of a basketball shot there.
She's got that one back to Cottier, so she's back in the line, free to have a go again though. Crawford is going to try and charge her way over on that left hand side. She's over the line, but
she's going to be held up.
I think she's going to be held up.
Oh, she's got it.
It's a try, the referee. She must have managed to. I think
she must have wriggled over like them.
I think she's just done that to them, but
she's just learnt off them how to wriggle over. She'll be chuffed about that, because Crawford's a strong runner. She just she tends to get held up quite a lot though, like because she's quite tall. So yeah, good for her to be able to get over the line.
Now on this replay, and she's over the line. She kind of manages to break free from all the defenders. They kind of fall as she's falling, and they fall off her. So they're all over her, and then they just all. She's used her like height to a good purpose there, because she's fallen. They've fallen off her, and as she's gone down, she's just hit the ground and got the ball over. So brilliant that from Jodie, and that's perfect. Just what you need before half time to go them points ahead. That's another 6 points that they could get on the board now. They're already 6 points ahead.
What is the time? Because the clock isn't working on the scoreboard. Do we know what the time is?
Well, it's 12:38 in terms of time.
Yeah.
So you'd say probably about 35 minutes played with the tries and everything. So probably maybe about 5 minutes.
Just looking at the scoreboard, it's.
I don't think the timekeeper's here.
Oh, having a day off, is
yeah. I think we're going from the referees' watch, maybe.
Right, okay.
I don't know if we had a hooter at the beginning. That could potentially be.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we did. Yeah.
Well, someone's having a day off.
Oh, that's a shame. The kick bounces off the post, but after that missed kick from Leigh, Raiders were already at 2 points ahead, so it is going to be 10-4 to the Raiders after that try from Jodie Crawford. Great try from her. She was obviously in the Super League team last year, but in the trial day, tore her ACL in the last probably about 10 seconds of the day, so she's absolutely gutted with that. But she's worked on her fitness a lot, she's got the gym a lot, getting a lot fitter, so it's good to see her managing to get in as well. Leigh have got quite a lot of these big props, but Barrow using their props to the advantage as well today. But this is great for Barrow, and as you say, sometimes they score early and kind of let it get away, but to go in at half-time winning the game, it could be a big positive for the Raiders, and hopefully they can continue this in the second half. Just get that penalty count down a bit and carry on as they are. But
yeah, that'll have done the confidence a bit of good, so hopefully they can just catch this kick off and just roll back up the pitch, maybe get another one before half time. That would really boost the confidence. So
yeah, it's a good take that from Beth Pattinson. Ball goes straight out to her. She gets that away to Morley, who is going to catch the markers there. Out of position, Southwood as well to run it into that gap. She sees her out of position, manages to just get behind that. Cottier now gets the ball to Pattinson. Pattinson throws the inside ball to Crawford, but they take her leg straight out there. Jodie Crawford, it was Olivia Hill who took her down there for the Leopards, and now Morley still going though, just pumping her legs there.
It's a good carry, so yeah, another couple of those, get a good kick in.
She's one of those you never know what to do. You've got to wrap her arms, but you've got to wrap her legs. But maybe
twist.
Brilliant effort from her there. She's managed to get around that first line of defence and get Raiders 20 metres within the try line now, but they are on the 5th. Oh, Stewart can't take that one though. Friend is going to have to return it, but it is the 5th. She gets it to Hutchinson.
Get a kick away on her.
She can maybe get it back into the middle though, but she's just going to take that one herself. But sometimes better to not just panic, just keep the ball in your hand.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to finish, to be fair, so if they can keep them down here now, finish the set on their terms at least. So
yeah, we always say, you don't have to finish a set with a try, do you, every single time? It'd be nice, but
well, it would, wouldn't it? Especially for us.
But ending that 15 metres away from the line, it's not the worst position. If you can keep the discipline now and make sure none of them penalties creep in before half time, then
just keep them in here and finish on our terms.
There's a nice little run there though from the Leopards on the right hand edge, trying to find a little bit of a gap in this Barrow defence.
Use that touch line. Yes, that'll do.
Brilliant effort though from the Raiders. So again, some good pressure from them there. As you keep saying, Ness, Leigh under pressure, they do struggle, but there we go. It is 12:41. I think the kicks were quite quick, so it is going to be half time here, and it is Barrow 10 and Leigh Leopards 4. Raiders with them 2 tries. The first couple of minutes, Leah Clough went over. The last couple of minutes, Jodie Crawford found her way over. Nicole Stewart with one successful conversion, and then Leigh finding the way over with Storm Combane, but couldn't convert that. So Raiders, they're ahead at half time here, Ness. You know what it's like being down there, being in changing rooms. What will Amanda be saying to them at half time?
She won't be happy. I mean, unless we're 50 points ahead, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be very happy. But yeah, like I said, the penalty count, she'll be absolutely fuming about the penalty count. All the silly little mistakes, like not being able to catch a ball. She just won't be happy about that. So she'll make sure that she lets them know that penalty count needs to come down. Obviously last week winning at half time, came out second half, penalty count was up, so as long as we don't repeat what happened last week, like I say, there's no reason that they can't beat Leigh. Bit of pressure on Leigh and they cough up the ball nearly every time, so I think they just need to switch on, keep the concentration, keep the pressure on second half, and there's no reason they can't win this game.
I think sometimes when I watch you guys, when you've had a bit of injuries, it can kind of be a bit of a thing that they do play a bit better as well, because they know the pressure on them. With players like yourself out injured, you're one of the top try scorers for Barrow, that they kind of rely on you sometimes to be getting those tries. Now you're not there, Sam's not there. It's something that they've got to work together and come together to try and get over, and you get people like Jodie Crawford who don't usually get over for the tries. She's had a chance today and got over, so it's good to see, and hopefully that'll help in Barrow's favour in the end. But you know, if they win the first game and you're not on the pitch, Ness,
oh no,
I don't know what they'll
I'll
be
retire
saying.
now.
So join us back in around 10 minutes for the second half of this game. We'll be joining you live up here. It will be the second half, but it is 10-4. Well, welcome back. I can say good afternoon now. It's now the afternoon. It is 10-4 to the Raiders. We're about to kick off here. I'll write the time down because we don't have, as I say, there's no timekeeper today, so we are just going off the referee's whistles. So it is 12:53. We'll kick off this second half. Or 54. He's gonna let it roll over to. So Nicole Stewart will get us back underway here. We're just waiting for Albany Coates to come on for the Leopards out of the changing rooms. But Barrow, they've had a good start to this game. They came in, scored a try, let that try go over for the Leopards, but fought back, and Jodie Crawford got them back over the line to get them points. So it is 10-4, but a bit more of that, as we were saying before half-time. Ness just need to keep that penalty count down and keep the heads down.
Yeah, if they can just keep them in the Leigh half and just keep the penalty count down. Leigh will struggle to get out of their own half without Barrow carrying them up there. So yeah, like I said, keep the penalty count down. They'll do all right.
Big shot there from Leah Clough. She's got aiming a bit lower now, aiming for the legs to make sure there's none of that tipping. Quinn
should have been shouted out about the penalties, I can guarantee.
Quinn now runs that one in, but Leah at that 50-metre mark on the 5th here. We're going to try and get the kick off. I think Storm Cobain, who kicks that off, nearly went out on the full, but it is caught well there by the Leopards. Chloe Capsick making the tackle, they throw it backwards, and Howell does well to just finish that one, but the liner just calls that one and says that the tackle, I'm not sure if he's going to give a high tackle here actually. I thought he was going to say there was a bit of a tap on the head going for the ball, but it's a shame that Raiders couldn't retrieve that one before it bounced, because they've lost a bit of metres there by letting Leigh regain and run a bit down the pitch. But it's good effort from Chloe Capsick and Howell to make sure Leigh didn't get any further with that one. Cobain didn't look happy with herself after doing that kick, but I think it looked like it was going to go out on the full, and very lucky bounce for the Leopards there. But Raiders now will have to make their way out of their half. It was a nice little pass that from Cottier, just evaded the hands of the Leopards, looking for that interception there. And they're at the 50-metre mark already, this Raiders side. A couple of tackles left in this set. Morley, she's going to try and run through. No offload from her this time. Raiders 40 metres out. They're just in line with the sticks here. Mayhew Beach runs for herself, but she's taken down there, and it's going to be the 5th for the Raiders, 35 metres out. Stewart gets the ball, she's going to get a kick along the floor, it bounces off the Leopards. Raiders trying to chase this one, trying to get on it. Hutchinson there, I think it's still going to be the 5th. It looked like it had bounced off the Leopards and they had attacked it, but the referee has said play on it, so going to be the 5th, so Raiders will have to finish the set there. Not the worst place to finish your opening set in second half.
Yeah, no, that's a good place to finish the set, so if they can just keep them in here, yeah, hopefully we'll get the ball back on about the 20 and fire at them again.
As well, they finished that set on the line when they started the set, 20 metres from their own line. So, yeah, very good place to end that set. Nicole Stewart with that kick. It looked to have hit a Leigh player, and that like they were really trying to get the ball, so I thought it would have been a 6 again, but I think the referee said that they weren't contesting it. It was just an unlucky hit. So Raiders now will be defending this one. Leigh still only 20 metres from their own line, trying to hit through the middle with Quinn. Cottier along with Friend there involved in that tackle, but they're going to kick here over the top. Howell's underneath it though. Can she catch that one? Brilliant hit by Howell, and really good because the Raiders are going to gain metres from her taking that one. Well, she just needs to keep her head here as well. You know, she can be quite a feisty player, so
yeah.
She could just keep her head down. Some big hits on her there, but she does really well there. It was a good catch. And Raiders, they're already 35 metres away from the try line on the second tackle here. They've got some good momentum building already. Beach trying to run over the top there, but some good defence stacked in.
Yeah, they could do with scoring early in the second half, just give them that bit of a boost to carry on. I think if Leigh score again, the heads will go down a bit and that'll make it more difficult, so hopefully it can get over the line early.
Pattinson there, she's thrown a bit of a softball but does well to keep hold. Capsick as well keeps hold, but she's doing well to stay in play there. Wrapped up by these Leigh players, 5 metres away from the line now. Raiders. Sturzaker's going to get this ball. She's going to try and crash over Sturzaker. She's got some Leopards players underneath her and she's held up there over the line, so Raiders It was the fifth. I didn't actually see the referee put his hand up there for the fifth.
Yeah, no, I didn't know it
is the fifth there, so Raiders will finish that set again. They finish the set
on the try line
from the line.
Can we finish it over the try line next time?
They were trying so close, but Leigh, now it's a big ask for them to get out from under here, and if Raiders can keep this pressure up, keep the momentum going, they might be able to force an error from this Leopard side and get themselves over Quinn now.
I think they'll have the backs up now because they can get so close to the try line.
Yeah, and Quinn there being pushed over the try line. Raiders are looking to try and get that drop out already. They're going to get some fast hands in now. Dorgus just trying to find a way around, but Cotier does well to stop her. Dorgus there, she is kind of doing it today. She's kind of running sideways, trying to just find them little gaps, but Raiders doing well to catch her out and stop her from running forwards. But there's only a couple of tackles left in this set, and Leigh are still 10 metres from their own line, so they're going to get an early kick away here. Blossom Howell there just trying to get on that one. She needs to dive on it though. There's Leigh players there, and I think she's going to knock that one on. There we go. And as I said before, she's kicked that ball, and I think the referee was a bit worried she was going to kick him.
Yeah, I know.
He kind of ducked out the way, but there's a penalty there for dissent. And as you said before, Amanda, she hates them sort of penalties. It's especially ones. Leah's tackle before. It was a good tackle, wasn't it? But when you're giving away penalties for dissent, it's something that can be stopped, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just silly. That there's no need to lose your rag there either. Like the ball's bounced awkward, but she just needs to get her head back up and just get back in the game, make up for it, and go back at them again. But she's got her head down now, and she'll be angry with herself. So hopefully it won't get her.
In reality, though, they'd finished the set 10 metres away from the line. That knock-on was given still 30 metres from their own half. It's not like they've gained a massive advantage. They're not metres away from Barrow's try line. So they're still in this Raiders side, and Leigh have still got to get down this pitch. And they're trying to on that left-hand side.
Try and use touch and try and get them into touch and hopefully just keep them out. If they can keep them out this half, hopefully we'll get the ball back in a good position and go again.
She worked her way around that first Raiders defender there, Leigh Leopards.
Looked like a tired tackle, that.
Yeah, she's playing a lot of minutes this season. At the moment, Quinn now gets the ball to Dorgus. Dorgus dodges the first defender, dodges the second. She's trying to find a way around. She is running forward now. Sturziker does well though, jumps the line and makes that tackle. She's getting a bit of a shove in the face there though. Dorgus not happy with that tackle. Sturziker laughing in her face there, just trying to get in ahead a little bit. And now Howell, good take from her that time. She jumps into that tackle. She can just find the floor now because they are trying to push her behind that dead ball line, but she does well there and keeps hold of that one after a good catch.
Go on, Moz, get us some metres.
Jodie Morley running down the pitch there. It's good to see the Raiders with a bit of aggression though. Emily Sturziker, she didn't do anything too far out there, but getting in their heads a little bit. Normally you guys seem to be getting in your heads, so good to see that the other way around.
Yeah, I think it'll get feistier as the game goes on, and they'll start winding each other up a bit.
That was a good offload there from Jodie Crawford to Beach. Got to say as well, Mayhew Beach has come on. She's not really had a lot. I don't even know if she's got on this season really, but
she's got a point to prove, hasn't she? So.
Yeah, and I think she is proving that at the moment.
She's doing really well.
Oof, bit of a flop there on Clough.
That'll make Cloughie angry.
It's like the Hulk, you don't want to see her angry.
yeah, literally.
So Raiders now just short of that 50-metre mark. They struggle to get out of their own half here. Cotier though, she's going to take a little bit of a run from Hooker, but it just bounces out into touch. I don't think there was anyone set really to take that kick, was there? I think she just had to go herself and run that one.
Yeah.
Not the worst option for her, get it out, get it in safe hands, get your defence set again.
Yeah, better than kicking it straight down the throat of that full-back and her just dancing around everybody. So yeah, better to finish with it in touch, to be fair. Yeah,
well, you've got Torrin Blackwood at full-back 10, you've got Hattie Dorgus at 7, but them two, they're both that full-back position. Hattie Dorgus is normally the full-back, so a little bit of pace they have on them. We saw Dorgus before rip through the Raiders' defence, so yeah, just trying to keep it calm. But Melvin now on this right hand side tries to run through. It's a good tackle there. There's 4 Raiders women on top of her there. Mayhew Beach with Sturziker. Beach holds her ground well as well at marker. Quinn throws a dummy, but a good shot on her. They just need to wrap her up. She's trying to get that offload away, but Cotier, really good shoulder in there from her. She's running a bit sideways though, Cotier. Not sure she's hit her head in that tackle because I don't think she knew where the front or the back was.
She got dizzy. I think she was too busy looking at the floor. She got dizzy.
So Leigh now 40 metres out. They're going to go the short side there on the left. Get it out to the wing, but another offload away. Oh, it's a knock on there, though. It's an offload too many for the Leopards. And Barrow will get the ball back. Leigh just throwing the ball away there. Not quite hoofing it down the field like Blossom did, but
not putting it at the ref.
Yeah, I don't know. It can be a bit scary with the referee sort of things nowadays. So there's a lot of protection, as there should be around the referees.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they get a lot of grief, don't they? So yeah, they should have a bit of protection.
Yeah, they get enough grief off me on the radio. Hello, Feverson fans, if anyone's listening. But yeah, they do get tough, but there's a lot of protection around them. But it also worries you a bit about bans. Blossom could see a ban from that because.
Yeah, I mean, if it had hit him, then maybe.
She was gone. Off the pitch.
Hopefully. She'll get away with that one.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they'll be able to claim she was just kicking it down the field. But the referee was a bit close. I think the boom of the ball.
So he got in the way.
So Stewart now takes that one out. Some good running from her. Throws a little dummy, but Torrin Blackwood isn't convinced and does take her down there. Friend now on that right hand side. Again, she's had a good game considering she's had that big break in the season as well. Stewart now. It was a bit of a loose catch from her, so she's had to take it herself, but she's still making meters, still running down the field, and she's got Raiders within 35 metres of the try line. Now it is 10-4 here. Can Raiders get back over the line in this set? Clough now 30 metres away, this Raiders side. Cottier to Mayhew Beach. She charges up but catches that one a bit flat this time, and Raiders are now 20 metres in front of the sticks. On the fifth, Stewart takes a little bit of a run. She's got a high ball up there though, but it's taken really well by the Leopards and not dropping them high balls today, and that's something you'll want to try and bank on, but at least it's a good kick chase there, and Clough manages to get her down on that 10 metre mark.
Yeah, try and keep them down here again now, and hopefully have another charge at the line. Just got to keep them down here and not let them run around them now.
So Leigh now are trying to find their way out of this half. After that good end of set from the Raiders, a nice kick from Stewart, but a really good take from that left-hand side for the Leopards. They're still in their own half though. Quinn throws a little bit. Inside ball. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a high tackle there against the Raiders. It was Jodie Crawford. I don't think
that was high at all. She literally wrapped her arms around the shoulders.
Yeah, I think it was probably a perfect tackle, really.
She just fell down.
Leigh were kind of appealing to the referee, and yeah, I think maybe the players in his ear there as well. Unfortunate for the Raiders. Some nice apologies for any of the crowd that you can hear. I actually thought it was worse crowd when I was over on the other side, but it's worse up here in the gantry than it is in the actual crowd.
You've got all the supporters here coming for the men's game now, so it could get a bit loud.
Yeah. So if you do hear any choice words, I do apologise. So Leigh now, after that penalty, they started at the 50 metre mark, the 40 metres away from the line. 3 tackles left already in this set. Raiders need to get in the faces of these Leopards. A lot of crowd jesting at the moment.
Yeah. They've come with fine voice, haven't they?
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you need to, boost you up a bit more.
Yeah, and I do think that will help the girls, because obviously there will be that bit of a bigger crowd now, second half. So I think that will actually push the girls on to perform that little bit better, because there is more people here.
Douglas now, she ducked around that left-hand side, but there was nowhere to go for her there. They're on the 5th now, the Leopards, 20 metres out. Referee time to get on with it and play the ball. Douglas again just trying to...
Yeah, she's trying to wind them up, isn't she?
Yeah,
she's kicking out a little bit, so...
Oh, surely that's
a knock-on.
There we go. Yeah, Douglas she's winding herself up more than anything, and I think she's going to end up giving a penalty away very soon.
Yeah, she seems to be kicking out when she gets tackled. I'm guessing she's not used to being tackled and doesn't like it, so yeah, she's kicking out a little bit. So
probably used to just running down the pitch and
scoring.
Yeah,
and I mean, the size of her, she was picking a fight with Cloughie. I don't think that's who she wants to be picking fights with.
That's the one you want to be doing. Yeah, I think maybe Leigh getting a bit frustrated as well. They can see the try line, they just can't quite get over it. And Raiders are doing really well in defence at the moment. It's a nice little run from Cotty there, but like you're saying about the crowd as well, Ness, they obviously have not had any... Wonderful, Stuart. Nice little run there from Nicole Stewart. Stops at the 50-metre mark. She's probably...
If they can play quick, their middles will be tired. So if they can just play quick now and get an offload away, like the defence of Leigh is scattered all over the place, so they just need to attack quick.
Yeah, Morley tried to get a quick play the ball away, but it's going to be a 6 again there, and a penalty in the end. I think he's given a bit of dissent there, actually, from the Leopards. Oh no, it was a shove after the play of the ball, so it is going to be another penalty there for the Raiders. It was a 6 again, and then as she got up to play the ball, Jodie Morley, she was shoved, so the referee is just going to give a penalty there for the Raiders. The 30 metres out, thanks to that great run from Stewart. Southwood now, some great metres from her as well. She's got Raiders just shy of that 20-metre mark, just left of the sticks here.
Yeah, I think it probably helps that Leigh are getting a bit aggy, because obviously it fires the Raiders up as well, and actually they play a lot better when they get a bit of fight in them. So.
Yeah, boosts that penalty count against them as well. She broke free of the defenders there, but the referee said she'd stopped, so held her 10 metres away from the line. Patterson to Southwood. Southwood's going to get a pass to Crawford.
Forward. They just seem to be stood still getting the ball. They've got all that room over there on the right hand side. Yeah, they just seem to be stood standing and passing. They just need to go forward.
Stewart though, can she boost over the line? She's going to get the pass out to Thompson, and Hutchinson is going to get that ball down. She wasn't even risking that one. She placed it right on the line and ran away from the Leopards defence. Great try there from the Raiders. Stewart spotting that gap. She managed to get them in. As you can see, pulling them in. That's what she did. And on that right hand side for a try for the Raiders and Leigh. They look defeated now, don't they? They're on the floor. Some of the players behind the sticks are tired. They've had a few defensive sets now. Barrow charging forward. They found a bit of momentum, and it's great to see Raiders. We've watched this game all season. I obviously come to all your games and do the commentary, and it's hard to watch a team get back and be a bit down, but they do seem like they found the momentum, probably for the first time this season, really.
Yeah, I mean, Leigh was always going to be one of the teams that we targeted, and we know we could beat them, and we should have beat them when we played them that first time round. I don't know what happened, and I don't know why we didn't, but yeah, I think now when they've got a bit of fight in them, because it is getting a bit feisty, I do think that'll spur the girls on, because I do think sometimes that is what they're missing. But yeah, scoring now, that should boost the confidence quite a lot. And yeah, hopefully they can see the game out and get the points.
Yeah, and I was saying before, Nicole Stewart rudely interrupted me with a brilliant run through, but we talk about a bit of the crowd coming up, but you've not had any double headers this year. This is the first one, and it always does bring a bit of a crowd in, doesn't it, before, because they get a cheaper entrance ticket and stuff, so they come in, watch a bit of the ladies game, and what a kick. The kick right from that right hand side. It was a bit low, bounces off the stick and goes over, so from Stewart, and even extending that lead forward. 3 tries now with conversions, Leigh, to get ahead of the Raiders, so that's brilliant effort from Stewart. It uses you up a bit, and like we say, you've played away all of these teams, but it's good to see a lot of people getting in and get that crowd behind you, get a bit of backing and get people shouting here.
Yeah, I think they should hopefully get a roll on now. Like I say, with the bigger crowds, it does get behind them, because it does help having a bigger crowd. It does, it's that extra person on the pitch. So yeah, hopefully this will give them a good bit of momentum, and they'll get a roll on now.
Good take that from Emily Sturzak, and the ball's kicked out straight to her. Well, they're pulling her around. They're just trying to. She's looking at the referee like, are you going to shout held on?
Yeah,
what's going on?
Just going to let them carry on.
Charlotte Melvin there, good tackle on Jodie Crawford, just went right for her legs and swooped her up. Morley now.
Yes.
She takes Charlotte Melvin right back out.
I mean, that was payback for getting Emily Sturz around the head then.
So Morley now, it's going to be a 6 again as well then for lying on in the tackle, bit of ruck infringement there. So Raiders now fresh set at the 50-metre mark.
Penalty counts must be pretty even now.
Well, I don't really count the 6 agains, but if we're not counting 6 agains, it's 9-6 to Barrow. They've given 9 away. Leigh 6, but
creeping up.
Yeah, there's been about 3-6 against from Leigh as well, so if you want to include them then. Poor Southwood there, just being twisted around a little bit, but she's holding her own, playing really well, especially one of the under-19s players that's come up.
Yeah,
I think
she's doing
only
really well.
She's only 17 as well, so she's doing really well.
Yeah, no, she fits in really well. She just slots in, she plays hard. Yeah, she's definitely one to watch for the future as well, with a bit more experience.
Mistake there though, rare mistake from Leah Clough there, who drops the ball, knocks it on, and it will be a scrum to Leigh there. Bit of a, like I say, a rare mistake from her. We don't normally see her making that, but just run. I think she run ahead of the ball and it was passed, and it's just gone right.
She probably wasn't expecting it. She was maybe just expecting it to be a line rather than get the ball. But
it's one of those when you're running them sort of prop and second rower lines as well. You've always got to be expecting the ball.
Well, yeah, true.
But then you've always got to be expecting. But then sometimes it's thrown at you a bit too late, and it just bounces straight off your chest.
Sometimes it just comes off your head.
Yeah, it's well, in rugby, I'm pretty sure it can come off your head and you can play on nowadays.
Well,
so
yeah, true.
She's better off just heading it. But yeah, Raiders now will have to defend this scrum. But at least it's not the worst position on the pitch. Leigh have won this 25 metres away from Barrow's line. Blossom Howell just getting a bit of medical attention over on that right hand side, just speaking to the doctor here. I think they're just looking at her head. I think she said she's okay though, and just will get back in. Otherwise we'll have to get Ness back on the pitch with that leg brace on.
I'll be right. Do me best.
We'll still probably get an interception and score.
Might not be able to run so far though.
Just have to hop.
Yeah.
We'll tie you and Sam Norman together like the three-legged race.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
you go. You'll have two working legs then. So Leigh now packing this scrum after just some medical attention there to Howell. Referee's not happy with how packed that scrum is, so we'll just tell him to get back in. Leigh get this ball out to the right hand side. Sturzek though well gets in the face there. Good pressure from her and Capstick on this left. Sturzek is really getting involved in this game today, especially in that defensive line. Crawford now is out though. Blossom Howell, last line of defence, does really well, but Howell's hurt herself there. She's on the floor scrambling. The referee is going to stop the game. Storm Cobain not happy with that one, but she did go down straight away injured. She just kind of, we saw there she was having some medical attention after that scrum, and then she's just gone down there, made that tackle and seemed to be in a bit of pain. Jodie Crawford ended up on the wing there trying to make the tackle, and they did well actually. It was Macy McDermott trying to get over, and I think it was Storm Cobain actually, and Storm just managing to try and get over, and Blossom did well just to get in front of it and slow her down. She has got a cut though, so I think they can cut her a bit of slack. Cobain wasn't very happy. I think she was thinking she was trying to slow the play down, but I think Barrow, if anything, they're one of those teams that don't do that. I never kind of see them trying to slow this game down or anything.
Definitely, we don't do that. I mean, we have no reason to, do we? When we've been on the back foot, and then now we're on the ahead for a change and getting a roll on. There's no need to slow the game down. I think Barrow just want to get on with it and carry the momentum on of scoring.
I'm glad you said ahead for a change. It wasn't me that had to it. I'll be getting some hate if I said that. Yeah, she's just. I think she just kind of like handed off it to Blossom's head as she was going in for that tackle.
Yeah.
She's obviously a big player, isn't she? Storm Cobain, as you say, a big Union player as well. Right? She's played for a long time. Howell's just. She's going off actually. That's not great for the Raiders, right?
No.
Where's Sam at? We're going to tie you together and get you on.
We'll play a joint fullback.
So who plays fullback now then, Ness?
Well, I would have thought they would put Chloe Capstick there, but I mean, because the catching's not been great, I don't really know. But I don't think there was really many backs on the bench. So
we had Jodie and Jodie Crawford, Megan Beach and Kendall Dutton.
Yeah, I can't see Kendall going to fullback, but
that's a big ask because it's one of your first games for the team, and I think she's been involved before, but coming on in a game like that.
I think they're putting Emma into fullback.
Yeah, I was going to say,
which is a smart choice because she's good under a high ball and she's quite quick. So yeah, she's probably quite a good choice out of everybody on there to actually fill in that fullback place.
And she's obviously been playing that wing position today, hasn't she? So it's quite similar. Oh, brilliant there. For the Raiders, going to be a knock on, so they'll win that ball back. just as we were talking about that team switch around, they've done well to put pressure on the Leopards. And Barrow
Sam
now
will be hoping that Emma doesn't do that good of a job, otherwise she'll be panicking that her wife's about to take a position.
I know, yeah, we were saying that.
At home tactics, yeah.
Sam will come back, she'll have to go on the wing.
Yeah.
But Raiders now will win that ball back at the 50-metre mark. Just 25 minutes of this second half roughly gone. As I say, no timekeeper today, so we are just working off the referee's whistle. But Raiders, they are winning 16-4 at the moment. It's probably the longest they've been ahead in a game all season. Can they win this one? It'll be the first 2 points on the table for them. Beach slowly getting to her feet there. Clough now gets her head down. Great running from her, just puts her head down and pumps them legs forward. Raiders 30 metres away from the line, they're just under the sticks. Crawford, Morley, sorry.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Jodie.
Too many Jodies.
Morley there gets them to that 20-metre mark in front of the sticks. Patterson now though gets it to Crawford. Crawford sees a little bit of a gap. She dodges the first defender, dodges the second, gets the offload away to Southwood. Southwood now has got the ball in her hand. She's going to get over the line, but I think she's going to be held up there unless she can twist around it. And the referee's there and he's going to say it is held up there, but she does
did have
really
about
well.
6 players around her, so I'd be surprised if she did get it down.
Well, we've seen that with Jodie Crawford before, didn't we? She managed to drop the ball somehow. So Pattinson now, it's on the 5th for the Raiders. Crawford gets the pass away. Can see that she definitely doesn't want to kick that one, but she does well to come and retrieve that pass. Clough now, Clough managed to get around and Clough on that right hand side. She gets the pass away to Dutton Moscone. She's still going. And just taken out there. It was a great effort from the Raiders. Kendall Dutton Moscone, she nearly got her first try there on that right hand side and just couldn't quite get her way over. Clough did really well. I think maybe if she could have passed it a bit earlier, it could have been.
Yeah, she kind of took the defence round with her.
Big shot there though from Megan May.
Told you,
Leah Clough was, yeah.
Told you it would make her angry.
She's going in for another one now as well. Yeah, Leah Clough there, big shot straight away from her. Leopards, they're going to have to fight to get out of this area here. Raiders are on form at the moment. They've got the momentum working with them. Unlucky to not get over there at the try line. Good shot there from Crawford, and Cottier helps her in that one. Leigh still in their own half at the 30-metre mark. Quinn, slow run from her. Now on the 5th. See what Leigh can do with this kick. Melvin's going to kick this one over. It's going to bounce up to Capstick. She does well this time, can take that one. She has struggled with taking the balls today, so she does really well that time, and good to see her not have her head down as well.
Yeah, so that'll have helped her out. Hopefully that'll give her a bit of confidence.
Hutchinson there runs that one in. She's a very strong runner as well, Emma. You see her when they call her in, so at full back, not the worst position for her to drop to as well.
She should do really well.
Southwood gets the ball to Clough though. Clough spotted a gap. Clough still going, gets the ball to Dobson. Dobson gets another pass away to Friend, but Friend already covered there. The referee though is saying it's a knock on there.
I don't know where he's got that from.
I have no idea. I don't know if he's saying Dobson's knocked it on there on that right hand side when she took the ball, but didn't really look like there was.
Well, I never saw the ball go to the floor.
Yeah, unless it's bounced off the Leigh player back into her hands.
Maybe.
But yeah, the ball never really touched the ground, so unless it has gone into a Leopards player. I mean, to be fair, Raiders don't look like they're contesting it too much. Normally when you guys are giving penalties against that, I can see you having a bit of a...
Well, I think they're all just as confused as we are. No one knows what's gone on.
We've even got video ref up here, we still can't see where the knock-on was. But there we go, so Leigh will get the ball back there. It was a nice little run from the Raiders. Clough ripping through Dobson. I think Dobson had just gotten to the pitch as well, so she'd run straight into the action there, and then manages to get the ball, but the referee deems a knock-on there.
Yeah, it is something that we've worked quite a lot on this year, is that we have found that the offload game does work for us. So yeah, people do throw them when they can. It's just learning as and when to throw them.
Yeah, I think I might change the awards at the end of the year and have most offloads. I think Jodie Morley will run away with that one though. So Raiders
I just follow her around, so wait for an offload, and then I just take the glory.
Yeah, you scored the try. No one remembers the assist. So Leigh now is spreading to this right-hand side. They've got over Capstick though. They've got a bit of a run here on this right-hand side. Hutchinson though is coming in. Awesome tackle from Emma Hutchinson there on Nicole Barnett. She's done really well, especially coming into that position. And she's managed to get over. She's in the middle of the pitch as well, Emma Hutchinson. So good pace from her there.
I think she has got a bit of a dodgy leg as well, but hopefully she'll get up in a minute and she'll be alright. She's just catching her breath, hopefully.
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, her and Sam got married a few weeks ago. So Sam's got one leg not working. Now Emma's got another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to do it? Who's going to drive her back home?
She's maybe just catching her breath. She did have to run halfway across the pitch to get her. So
brilliant tackle from her there, just over on that side. Dragged her into touch as well. And does well there. It looked like she was in. Nicole Barnett did really well to get down the field. She got on the outside shoulder.
She's got some legs as well, actually. She's long-legged.
Yeah, very.
So I did think she was going to stride away. Luckily, she's not so fast with them.
Yeah, Chloe Capstick, she kind of got on her outside shoulder. She had to turn and couldn't quite get there. So she did well there. Emma Hutchinson to come over. She's just having a bit of spray on her leg, as you say, just catching her breath a little bit. But great defence there, good effort from the Raiders. So substitution there, Megan Mayhew Beach. Mia Dobson came on for her, but I think Megan, she had a great game actually. She's run some great lines.
Yeah, she's done really well. I think it was a good game for her to come into as well. You know, you don't want to be coming into a top four side and playing against them when you've not had much game time, but this is a good game to kind of ease her into it, with obviously like tougher games like Huddersfield coming up next week.
Yeah, but this is a massive confidence boost for you guys as well. Like, there's 0 points on the league table at the moment. If you win this one, it's 2 points going into that game against Huddersfield. When I've been to Huddersfield, you know, you've been so close, and then they kind of find a pocket of 10 minutes of momentum and get them little bits, a couple of tries ahead of you. So if next week maybe at home you can get a bit of a boost behind. Unfortunately, it's not a double header. So
I mean, I think Huddersfield have got Amelia Brown back as well. Obviously, England player. We have survived not having to play her the last 2 times, but I think she came back in her first game back. She scored a hat trick against these guys or something. So it'll be tough if she's back in the team. But then they might also rest her again. I don't know. So
you never know. Maybe she doesn't like playing against.
Yeah, maybe she's scared.
She's scared of the Barrow team.
Scared of Cloughie's tackles.
Yeah, who isn't? She's my friend and I won't get on the wrong side of her. So Raiders now fighting to get out of their own half, but it was good defence to stop Leigh from charging over that line. Not long really left of this game here. If Barrow can just hold on, keep playing how they are, it'll be the first win of the season for this Raiders team. It is 16-4 at the moment. Clough there trying to get an offload away, but just couldn't quite get her hands free. Cottier gets the ball to Southwood. Southwood again, another player who's having a great game at the moment. Dodges the first defender, taken down by Corbyn and Melvin in the end. Barrow just short of that 50-metre mark now. Pattinson, she's taken over. Hooker there for that one, gives it to Morley. Morley again, good charge from her. Tries to get the offload away, but is wrapped up well by the Leopards. It's going to be
no point in risking it there.
40 metres now.
Away and then
Pattinson, she's going to get this one over the top. It's going to be an ask, but Blackwood does well to take that one for the Leopards, and now Raiders need to get on top of her because she's one of those fast, nippy players that we've been talking about. Oh, she's injured there though.
Yeah, I think Cloughie got her there. So
technically it was an incorrect play of the ball, but she is injured, so let her off there. But
that was also an incorrect play of the ball.
The referee should really be on them ones, to be honest. If you can't play the ball, then you shouldn't be playing it. But yeah, hopefully she is okay though. So Leigh now trying to find their way over the line. It's going to be a penalty against the Raiders, or offside there. Takes them to 10 on the penalty count. It's 10-6 against the Raiders. I think they're just going to take the 10 and tap and go here. Douglas taking charge of this Leigh team. She's going to try and get a little bit of a run here.
Croft got a red on the wrong side there.
Yeah, Eleanor Dainty there for the Leopards, runs through. Quick play the ball from her though. Raiders not set.
Yeah, I think
and there's a bit of a gap there. They're trying to run through now though. Lucy Johnson it was for Leigh. They're playing the ball really quick here. This Leigh side, and Raiders did well there. There's good defence. I think it's Kendall Dutton-Rosconi there, got down and managed to defend now. Johnson gets the ball to Dainty. 5 metres away from the line, this Leopards. They've had some great runs in this set. Raiders need to keep them out here to keep them hopes alive for this game. Charlotte Melvin is going to try and crash over, but good defence from the Raiders again.
They're going to have to just start playing it set by set, because Leigh have obviously got the backs up here a little bit. So
on the 5th now though, Leigh, Kendall Dutton-Rosconi just dives at that ball. I'm not sure, I think that's just maybe a bit inexperience there, but just hits the ball out.
She probably just should have waited for her to catch it and then put her in touch, but yeah, it's a little bit of inexperience there. But yeah, they're just going to have to play it set by set now and just try and keep them out and get the clock to hopefully be on their side.
Yeah, so Raiders now, like you say, this is the hope to win this game. This is the closest they've been all season to winning the first game in the Women's Super League. There's not long left on the clock here, even though we don't have a clock.
We're just guessing here. What is it, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Yeah. I'm hoping there's only one, but...
Yeah, not long left looking at the clock. You know, we're nearly 30 minutes into past the clock, and it started at 12:54, so a couple of minutes left in this game. Raiders, it could be pretty much all over now. Quinn's going to try and charge over for the Leopards. They're only metres away. They do need a few tries though, so Raiders just keep them out, make sure that they keep this points difference down as well. Cobain's going to kick this one, but they are going to get on the end of that one. Capstick just can't quite get there for the tackle, and Nicole Barnett will go over on this right hand side for the Leopards. Another try on the board for them.
Hopefully she won't make that. Yeah, and I'm hoping that she won't get that kick from that touchline like she did when we played against them there. So
yeah, I think they still need 8 points. They've got to get this kick to get within
like
6.
we say though, it could literally come down to that points difference because of that St Helens game that they played and obviously didn't finish off. So if it does come down to points difference, you know, these 2 points here and there are going to make all the difference.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, like we say, Raiders, they have got no points on the ball, but Leigh are only above them with 2. They've got 4 points. Raiders have still got to play Featherstone and Leigh away, who seem to be the teams that they're competing against the most this season.
I think,
so
have Leigh beaten Fev though?
Leigh have beaten Featherstone, but Featherstone have beaten Leigh.
Ah, okay.
So they've only got 4 points, Leigh, at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
So they, because they've beaten Barrow obviously the first half of the season, then got beat by Featherstone, then beat Featherstone again. So they've only got them 2 points. So if Barrow can continue and pick up another win and match Leigh, then they will win on points difference, because they are doing quite well. As I say, Barrow, unfortunately, they've just lost games by 2-4 points.
If they get the win today, that'll definitely boost the confidence as well of the girls, and obviously having a couple of players injured and still managing to get that win is going to be a massive confidence boost for them. So yeah, going into the next few games, they should take that in.
Well, Melvin misses that kick, and I think, to be honest, it is all over here for Leigh. I think this could be the first win of the season for this Barrow Ladies ladies team. It is 16-8. Leigh would need a try with a conversion, maybe a penalty, maybe another try. As I say, they're lucky that Leigh is scoring on the right, because Charlotte Melvin from the left can struggles with that accuracy from the right hand side. So before it ends, Vanessa, a quick one for you. Woman of the match.
Oh gosh. Well, Moz, as always, just does a good runs, but I think it's got to be Cloughie, to be honest. She's put in some big tackles. She's managed to get over the try line almost twice. But yeah, no, I think I've got to give it to Cloughie, to be honest. She's been outstanding today in every aspect. Yeah. So yeah, definitely Cloughie for me.
I think it's a common theme with Leigh. I think she gets the woman of the match either every week or every other week, but she's such a strong player for you guys.
No, she's a massive asset.
There's a knock. It looked like a bit of a knock on there from Douglas, but the referee says play on. Leigh, though, they're still fighting here. They still think there's time on the board for them to get over and get more points. Raiders need to get in the face, so calm this game down. There's a bit of a gap there on that left-hand side, but it is covered well by Kendall Dutton-Rosconi there. She's working at marker, but it's palmed off there. Clough does well to make that tackle. It's the 5th for the Leopards. They're at the 40-metre mark. They get that kick over. There's nobody there, though.
A lot of players there as well. Oh, she's done all right there.
Raiders, but the Leopards were there. Capstick does well to retrieve that, because there's about 5 Leopards players waiting for that one. So Raiders were lucky that they got a good bounce there. Sturzay Canal is going to work to get them out of this danger zone, though. She does really well there, makes 15 metres from that run. Raiders nearly at the halfway mark on the pitch, at that 50-metre mark. Hutchinson just being dragged up there, but she does well to stand her ground. Cottier, she's got options both sides. She's going to hit Crawford on the right. Crawford steps to the left. Taken down though, 45 metres from the line. The ball's come out. She's saying it's stolen, but the referee's going to say it's a knock on there, so Leigh will get the ball back. Minutes left in this game.
I don't like not having a clock. It makes it tense.
I can't do maths when I'm speaking, so I'm trying to figure out.
Somebody tell me how long's left.
I know it kicked off at 12:54, so yeah, I think it literally just should be down to a couple of minutes left in this game now. But it's a bit nervy, isn't it? There's 8 points in it, but it's still a bit nervy.
There's a difference, isn't there?
9 minutes left of this game. Well, it's not as
oh my God,
tight
that's still time. So we don't. I am panicking.
Barrow definitely need to. I hope we've not jinxed it now.
Oh.
So Friend now pushed away by Blackwood on that right hand side, but Dutton Moscone does well. She jumps back in though, so it's going to be a 6 again. There, it was only the first tackle though, so not a massive hit from the Raiders.
Oh my gosh!
The Leigh player ducks into that tackle, and Cottier is going to go over the top, so it's going to be a high tackle there against Cottier. Oh, and there's descent. Cottier, 2 tackles
there. Throw it away, yeah.
Given against her. Oh, I hope not. It'd be nice to see them get this win. I'm sorry if you're Leigh fans listening, but it is Barrow that we're commentating. BBC Radio Cumbria. It'd be nice to see Raiders get the first win of this season. But Cottier just unlucky there. I think she was saying, I don't think she was quite wrong in what she was saying. I think the Leigh player just ducked under the tackle.
Yeah, she went
over
the
top. But yeah, Leigh obviously. They're trying to. They know they've not got a lot of time at the moment.
And they know that the Barrow girls are a bit wound up. So they're just going to keep digging at them and try to get these penalties.
I mean, they're injured at the moment, and they've got someone out of full-back who's normally on the wing, so they're aiming for that side. Need some big shots here, but they've not wrapped the ball up there, and it's got away. Storm Cobain will retrieve that one. No, it wasn't Storm. Sorry, I'm trying to see on that left-hand side. Oh, there's a bit of a gap there though in the middle. Dobson, good tackle from Dobson, just throws it
bit of a wrestling
to the ground.
slam.
10 metres away this Leopard side. Barrow need to get in the faces here. Melvin runs straight at Sturzaker, but great tackle from her. Pushes
drive it back. Keep going.
Great effort from the Raiders. The driver all the way back to the 20 metre mark. Sturzaker and Capsick there fighting for this win big time here. Cobain's going to get the kick away. Hutchinson needs to get on that one though. She looked like she was going to try and wait for it to go out, but it's going to be a penalty for the Raiders there. That is lucky that they managed to get that. It looked like it was going to be a goal line dropout, but Hutchinson did really well. I think she was just waiting to see if she could let it play out.
Yeah, I think she thought it was going to bounce out and she could try and tap it on the 20, but
she covered it really well though. She had her hands ready to grab that one and did well. So Nicole Stewart now is going to try and boot this one out. Oh, is it going to go out though?
Yeah.
It's just going to bounce out. That's so lucky that again. And Nicole Stewart, the face on her as well. She knows.
I think she was panicking then.
Yeah, I've never seen her run so fast. I think she went to try and make the tackle just in case there. But Barrow now, so they've been fighting in defence here. They're now getting themselves back over that try line. Another try would secure and cement this game for the Raiders.
They just need to make sure that they actually complete this set. No silly mistakes. Just run it up the pitch. Even if they finish up on the try line, they don't have to get over. It's just a good place to finish, but they have to complete this set.
Yeah, Crawford there just trying to play the ball. Leah really getting defensive at the moment. Raiders try to get the quick ball, play the balls away. Leah playing the game well. They're not letting the Raiders with that speed. They're not letting them have any speed at the moment. Morley gets to her feet really slow there. Southwood runs into a bit of traffic, defends the first one off though.
I thought that would have been high if them other ones were.
Raiders 30 metres away now. Dobson catches the ball. She stood still when she caught that one, but does really well to make some metres off that one. 25 metres out. Cottier gets the ball to Clough. Clough looks like she gets her head down again. She caught that one.
A bit of a wheel spin when she set off.
It was a bit of a dump as well. Yeah, that was a bit of an odd one, but she has gone straight down. Pattinson's going to get his kick over the top. It is the 5th. It's a good take there though, but Capsick does really well to tackle her there.
Good place to end now. They just need to make sure that they can actually keep them in here and don't let them out.
Chloe Capstick, what a player. at the moment for this Raiders side. She's made a few mistakes today, but she's making up for it now. She's just made them first 2 tackles. She tries to make the third, but it's passed back on the inside of her. Morley though, big shot from her. That's 3 tackles now in this set for the Raiders against the Leopards. Leopards trying to make the way out. Dainty get some good meters for the Leopards there. Raiders though trying to get in the face of Lee Quinn. Not a lot of speed on her today. She's running the ball in quite slow, so Raiders able to get her down quite quick. Dorgus now is going to get a little chip over the top, but it's going to be too far. Oh, it looked like it's going to be too far. Rosconi does well though this time. Lets that one bounce into the arms of the Leopards, takes her out, and Raiders will restart the set in their own, in Lee's half, 45 metres out.
That's a good place for them to finish that set. So yeah, they've got a good attacking platform now to get back up there and hopefully get over the line, so we don't have to panic so much for the last 5 minutes now. Well, I feel like time's going very slow.
Good to see Dutton Rosconi though learning as well over there. You know, she did it down the fit sticks, went for the ball. You know, like you said, it would have been better if she'd let them take it, and that's exactly what she did there.
Oh, there we go.
We don't know what time it is. We don't know where the time's gone, but it is going to be a win for the Barrow Raiders ladies. It's the first win of the season. Barrow 16 Leigh 8. It's a brilliant game. Barrow absolutely over the moon with that one, as they should be. It's been a hard season. It's the first 2 points on the board on the league table for them. They're only 2 points off making the way out of that bottom as well. Great effort from the Raiders today. Vanessa summed that one up for us.
Yeah, well, obviously a bit panicky at the end there, not knowing how long was left, but yeah, I'm really happy for the girls. They managed to grind that and get the win. Yeah, onwards and upwards now. Get another couple of wins in and be safe.
So that is the end of the league game here. Join us next Sunday from 2 o'clock. It's going to be again at of the season of the Betfred Super League season for the women. It is Barrow 16 Leigh 8. Thank you for joining us.